Rotarians and guests, welcome to the dedication for the Cafe Grove on Spring Creek. I can only wish that Bob and Joyce Everett would have chosen an Olympic-sized pool that we could be dedicating tonight and have a pool party, but unfortunately they didn't, but maybe that'll be the next phase. So it's great to have everybody here, and I understand the heat. We're going to be out of here in about 10 minutes. So thank you all for coming and participating. This is a very important event. This is our second event at the Garden on Spring Creek. Our first one was the Children's Garden. And if you haven't seen that, I'm sure most of you have, with the watering can and a lot of great things for them. It's been a pretty special place. And as you can see, it's becoming more and more special all the time. Right now, I would like to introduce to you the presidents of the other four clubs, because this is a joint Fort Collins Rotary event. All four clubs have an equity position in the contribution of the Cafe Grove. And I'd like to introduce to you Bob Waltermeyer, Rotary Club of Collins Breakfast, and also Rotary Club After Hours, Ruth Brodeen, and Fort Collins Rotary Club, Steve Lane. They will do the honor for the unveiling later, but it won't be that much later. But right now, I would like to introduce to you Michelle Pravosnik. She is the director of the Garden on Spring Creek, to say a very few words about the history and the future. Michelle, take it away.
He's like, very few, very few. So welcome everybody to the Gardens. I've welcomed many of you here over the years, and it's a pleasure to have you here again tonight. As Bill mentioned, this partnership with Rotary in the Gardens started many years ago when I was the president of our Friends Board, and even before that. And we worked with you guys for the money for your contribution towards the Children's Garden construction. A few years later, some of you may not remember, when I was director here, you all also helped us with the timber frame that many of you were just under as our outdoor classroom, and you contributed to that project as well. And so this is a long-standing tradition, and when Bob first approached me about wanting to sponsor the Cafe Grove, he felt really strongly about continuing the tie between Rotary and the Gardens, and for that I am deeply grateful. We have a long history, and I want to see that continue both today and into the future as we continue to program this fantastic venue that you're in. So Bob was interested in the Cafe Grove because it turns out Bob liked trees. And this eventually, not today, will be a shady respite area. So dream, envision. He was good at that, right? He was a man of vision. So yeah, so that was what he was excited about for this, is sponsoring and being a part of this shady respite in the middle of our new gardens. So when we're done here, I invite you to take a walk around. You are some of the first to get to do this. I will ask a couple things. Please stay on the pathways, and please don't go on the grass, even though I was just on it. Don't do as I say, not as I do. That was just planted last week, and it needs some time to root in. So if you could follow those couple rules, we invite you to walk around and explore. I will answer one question because I've been asked it all night, and that's, when are we going to open this? So the contractors are turning this over to us next week, but as you can see, we have a little bit of work to do. And so we'll be working with our staff and volunteers to amend the soil, get things planted, get things mulched, and we'll be doing that the whole rest of this season. In January, we are starting construction on our visitor center and completing that as well. And so many of you know that's where the conservatory, which will be a butterfly house, is going to be, as well as an expanded lobby, gift shop, another community meeting room. So we have just a small amount of money left to raise, just of $200,000-300,000 left for that, and so we're still in the process of doing that. So that's going to start construction in January, and that's going to take about 8 months. So we're hoping in fall of 2019 we can do a big old celebration and open up the whole thing to the community. So just want to let everybody know that, because that's been the question of the day. So, the big trees. If you go back behind here, and as you can see up against these walls right here, we kind of have an instant forest, and that is thanks to CSU's Hughes Stadium. So we were able to save 25 of the trees and bring them over. Yeah, pretty cool. So lots of stories like that out here, and someday come on a tour and we'll be happy to share them.
Thank you, Michelle. Right now, I would like to ask past District Governor Bill Emsley and Rotarian wife Tracy to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Stand as you are able.
Rotarians and guests, please join Tracy and I in honoring our country and flag by joining us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Bill.
Thank you, William. Please be seated. Thank you, Tracy. Bill and Tracy just finished their tour of duty in District 5440, visiting all 53 clubs, so it's a great debt of gratitude that we extend to you. Well, member David Everett and Ann were not able to attend tonight because they had a long-standing commitment that disallowed them to be here. But fortunately, we have a family member, little sis, right? Claudia Gillum. Claudia is the daughter of Bob and Joyce Everett. Claudia, come on up. So let's hear it for Claudia. Thanks, Claudia. So it's good to have you here tonight. And if you have a few words, feel free to, I'll even hold the mic for you if you like. Would that be better, or would you like to?
Oh, I could do it.
Okay.
Thanks. Good evening, everyone. And I just, side note to Bill's swimming pool story here. When we were building the house that I had my wonder years in over on Stover Street near St. Luke's Episcopal Church, Mom went over there one day to check the progress of the building of the house, and she noticed a great big hole in the backyard. And to her surprise, Dad had decided to put a swimming pool in the backyard. So, thank you, Dad. So, as many of you know, Dad and Mom, by his side, was a visionary. He loved his community as all you do. And because he knew that he, in his very ever so convincing way, got you all involved in expanding this wonderful venue for our entire community to enjoy for many years to come. On behalf of the Everett family, I want to take this opportunity to thank you for your generosity and your vision for the funding of the Grove Cafe. Mom and Dad loved the arts and nature so much, and to be able to enjoy nature while enjoying the arts is going to be their dream come true. Mom and Dad loved the arts and nature so much. Would that they could join us tonight and see this wonderful venue, shake your hand, and kiss your cheeks. You know Dad loved to kiss the girls. For all of you that asked about Mom, she's very content, still has her great sense of humor, and is still very engaging. She has a difficult time talking because of her very weak voice. So a venue like this would be very difficult for her and tire her out too much, but she sends her love to everybody. Congratulations, Rotarians, and again, thank you so much for helping them see this vision.
Thank you, Claudia, very much. Very much. And the girls love to kiss him back, by the way. So I'm only announcing a few people tonight, but I want to introduce Jeff Allen. Jeff is the new president of the Thompson Valley Rotary Club. Come on out where they can see you, Jeff. One thing you can't be is shy, so just say hi to Jeff, everybody. So thanks for coming down, and thanks for your involvement in Rotary. The next thing, Tim Cochran, where are you? Tim, get up here. At least make yourself known. Thank you very much, Tim. A long time ago, when we were talking about the centennial, it was Tim who volunteered straight away that he was going to brew a beer specially for our centennial, and he did. So thank you, and his production is gratis. The beer tonight is gratis. It's called Inspiration, in concert with the Rotary International theme this year of Be the Inspiration. So right now, I'm going to drink the inspiration. I'll be right back. And that's good, Tim. Thank you so much. As you can see, we had to makeshift our anchor a little bit because it was somewhat windy. But But tonight we're here to commemorate the 100 years of service above self to the community in which we live, the nation, as well as the world, frankly. And the service above self is more than just a motto, because we have certainly made that as a part of what we do. And this motto, service above self, and the words that you see here are as durable as the inspiration or as the inscription of the words on. So the Gardens on Spring Creek is a spectacular community event, and Rotary's role will be a legacy for the next century. So I'd like to have the members of the presidents of the three clubs that are represented here, and we're going to unveil. And I want you to know, go ahead and pull the drape, and you can just let it drop if you like. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Honoring 100 years of service, the Rotary Clubs of Fort Collins dedicate the Cafe Grove to Bob and Joyce Everett, whose community service and generosity have influenced the city and its citizens now and for future generations. These exemplary lives epitomize Rotary's four-way test. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? Thank you, Rotarians. We appreciate your coming. I think it's time now to go back to food and drink. Michelle, thank you once again. Ladies and gentlemen, this will conclude the very brief dedication ceremony, but thank you for attending. Amen.